I wish you could see the night sky. Arthur and I used to sneak out to look at the stars. If you lie on your back and look up at the stars, there's a moment when you feel like you're falling backwards, like you could sink into the earth. I'd grab Arthur's hand, and I knew he wouldn't let me fall.
Take your joy immediately.
Well, see you later. Well, see you later.
Mrs. Pankhurst has a shop. How long has she had a shop? I shouldn't be surprised. That woman could sew a wedding suit for an octopus.
What can I do for you today?
Mind if I look around?
We're expecting a new shipment any day now, so do check back in a day or two.
Mrs. Pankhurst! How have you been?
Couldn't be better. I was having dizzy spells, but they've gone away. Isn't that wonderful when things just sort of cure themselves?
I've been meaning to go visit the Reform Club, but my old outfit... I seem to have filled out a bit since then, if you can believe that.
Oh, remember when I made you that lovely nurse's uniform? For the Reform Club? You know, I've always wanted to visit there. Wanda's such a good friend of mine, but she never tells me what goes on there. I imagine they drink tea and discuss how to reform government and things like that.
Sort of. Not exactly.
Could you wangle me an invitation? I keep asking my friend Wanda, and she always promises, but somehow it's always next week.
I ought to be able to manage that.
If you could get me an invitation, I'd be ever so thrilled. We could go together. I'll come by when you've got one. Your new outfit should be done by then.
I wish I'd learned to sew. Well, I don't wish it. I probably have become a seamstress like Mum. I got you an invitation. Are you sure you really want to go to the Reform Club together? I'm not sure that nurse's uniform still fits.
Oh, no. I'm not much of a night owl anyway. I just hate being excluded, you know. Oh, I made your outfit for you. It's ever so slimming. I think you'll look wonderful in it. Oh, you always look wonderful.
You're such a dear. What would I do without you?
Come by any time you need something new to wear. It's such a joy making clothes for you. You always make me look so good.
Got anything yummy and new? Hello? It's Sally. Sally Boyle. Can I come in?
Right, ma'am. I'll get the door for you.
Miss Boyle, what a nice surprise. We haven't seen you in quite some time, have we, Constable Whistler?
Indeed, we have not, Constable Layton, and may I say, Ma'am, you brighten our day. Like
Blackberry Joy.
what would we do without our Blackberry Joy?
And we thank you for it, don't we?
I must say Dr. Verloc is not equally thankful, seeing as you have become his primary competition.
And he nurses a broken heart.
Hell hath no fury, as they say. Are you quite sure you wish us to announce your presence?
Please.
Dr. Verloc, sir?
I said no interruption.
Dr. Verloc, sir, there is a young lady who wishes to see you.
You'll have to be more specific.
You place me in a quandary, sir, as you have expressly forbidden me to speak her name on any account.
Sally.
Hi.
Come crawling back, have you?
Please don't hate me, Anton.
Oh, no? I teach you everything I know. You steal my notes.
They were my notes, Doctor.
You steal my business, and you have the nerve to come back here.
You locked me out in the rain to teach me a lesson.
And then you replace me with Bing.
Anton.
We were so close. So close to cracking the asymmetric structure of the new molecule. I suppose you cracked it on your own after you left, didn't you?
Doctor.
Your Blackberry.
Doctor!
I don't care if the General's protecting you. You've gone too far this time. Sergeant, arrest her. She's a thief. Don't let her get away.
I am sorry, Miss Boyle.
Perhaps you had better...
Yeah. Of course. Fuckity fuck. Where do I get cod liver oil now? Wait. Arthur. He was always so good at finding things. If he can survive the Garden District... He was so mad, but he could never stay mad at me for long. Not after he told me off. I don't actually like long walks.
Supposed to do with all the little shoes?
I wish I died in the bombings.
beast slouches towards the house of bread.
I'm sorry.
For the past 14 years, I've sort of thought about what I'd say if I ever ran into you again. But being a complete jealous arse about the General was not really part of the plan.
Sir Robert's a client.
Oh, good. I mean...
I don't go around having sex with all my clients.
No. Of course not.
I could ask him. He likes to feel important.
Even after all those awful things I said.
We used to be Arthur and Sally, the two musketeers. Remember?
Did you really come here just to offer me a letter of transit? Or did you want something?
I thought we could help each other.
All right. What do you want?
I used to know I could trust you about anything.
Of course you can trust me. What is it you want?
It's going to sound stupid, but... a bottle of cod liver oil.
A bottle of cod liver oil? Like your mum used to torment you with?
What if I told you it was sort of a souvenir?
Why on earth would you want to remember your mum?
I don't know. I keep hoping I'll remember something that'll make it all better. Like maybe it was an accident and she didn't mean to poison the soup. You know how joy fucks up your memories. Look, if it's too much to ask...
I suppose it would be too much to expect. Don't worry, Arthur. I will ask my friend the General for a rotten scrap of paper just for old time's sake.
Look, it's not exactly a souvenir. Things have got a little more complicated than usual. I'm sorry I fucked everything up. I wanted to die, you know. I thought about it, but I couldn't. Not after...
After what your
what
mum
my
did?
mum did.
Look, I'll get it for you. The cod liver oil.
I missed you so. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. I'll get you that letter.
I have to go.
I'm sorry.
I really...
It just,
I'll just
came out.
Go, get you that bottle. Meet you back here sometime. Let you know when I've got it.
I guess I've got to see the General now. Won't that be fun?
God.
Sounds like someone's having a terrible life.
Strange how everyone looks the same. Like we're all just pawns on a chessboard. Why'd you take vanilla?
Strange how fast all the food's going off.
It's a little warm. The scent of canned corn. The horror. The horror.
We are the Hollow Men. We are the Stuffed Men. I wish I died in the process. What the hell?
Look out! He's got a weapon!
What the fuck was that?
Come on, stiff upper lip. I'm joking.
Getting enough sleep? It's important to sleep.
Who did that?
Don't tell. No one likes a tattletale. It's your fault for leading me on. If you tell, I'll say it was your idea. This is our little secret. Now don't go peaching on me to teach her. Finders keepers.
There's the one who done it! You can't kill all of us! Fine! Run away and hide!
Toys and tiny beds. Tiny beds in every house.
Sally, don't tell me you're out here too.
I'm just visiting.
Well, aren't you lucky?
You got a bad batch.
Oh god, the ice! Make them stop!
There was an accident at the lab. Bill didn't get his gas mask on fast enough.
Let me sleep, oh God, please!
You know, Dr. Verloc keeps trying to make your blackberry. Keeps jiggering around the formula for coconut, but it's never quite right.
Not based on coconut. It's not based on any of the flavours.
Well, you might have told Dr. Verloc that.
He wasn't kind to me. I left. We haven't really talked since.
Please, please, no more, no more!
If he could just sleep, I think he'd get better. Can you give him some sleep?
I can give him something to knock him out, but it's risky. I don't know what's going on.
At least help him sleep, for God's sake.
All right. I'll do what I can.
Stop the movie. God, please stop it.
Things fall apart. The centre.
Mums are supposed to tell you not to be afraid.
No, please, I give up! Please don't hurt me!
am in Paris. The mark of Cain was to protect him. People forget that. We're all rotting. Like the food.
He'll sleep for a while now. I hope.
Why do they have to be so many eyes?
There, sweetie. Rest if you can.
I don't understand. That should have knocked him out.
Before we had to leave the village, I bought some quietropine. Mr. Adams had some on the top shelf. That made the eyes go away for a while. Until they came back.
I guess there's nothing we can
Was that
do
yours?
now.
Did you make it for Mr. Adams when you were still his shop girl? Before you traded up to Dr. Verloc?
Dottie, it wasn't like that. Anton was so smart, so... I mean, he was stylish. I'd never met anyone like that.
And you were just an innocent little chemist's girl, and Dr. V just swept you off your feet.
Are you... jealous?
Will you give him some quietropine?
It's not easy to make. And it's dangerous.
Everything he sees has eyes on it.
Has he been taking anything else? Aside from the knockout I just gave him, you can't take it if you've been taking anything else.
He hasn't taken anything else. Where would we get anything? There's no corner chemist here. There isn't even a corner.
Dottie. They've stopped whispering.
I love you, Bill.
The eyes have gone, Dottie.
I'm glad.
It's all dark.
Get some sleep, Bill. I love you.
I'll sleep now.
Goodbye, Bill.
What did you do?
You wouldn't understand. You've never really loved a man.
You gave him something else, didn't you?
I'm going back to the village now. There are some things I won't need anymore. I buried them behind this house. You don't mind getting your hands dirty, do you? I am the cat.
If all perception were cleansed, we could see everything as it is. Infinite.
Come from. That's the answer to everything, I bet.
Will these hands never be clean? mind the side effects. Ooh, but there's
So many beautiful plants, and only some of them are lethal.
Yes, I have. What about my stew, you may ask? Well, not to worry. The authorities are looking into providing vegetables from new sources, and I should have more about that for you in the upcoming days. And I'm afraid we've come to the end of our time. Tune in again tomorrow for more timely, informative, and cheery news of Wellington Wells. This is Jack Worthing saying goodbye.
The woman gave me, and I did eat.
Lovely to see you, Miss Boyle.
Nice to see you, Miss Boyle.
Hello, boys. Keeping us safe?
Next walk can't come soon enough, if you ask me, miss.
Hope the Jerrys come before my knees go, ma'am.
I'll let the Jerrys know you miss them.
You lot don't appreciate the General, because all you know is the war. But back when I served with him in India, let me tell you what happened.
Oh, God, here he goes again with the elephant.
Now, you two bloody listen to me, all right? One fine day, the seaboys come running into the regimental HQ, saying there's an elephant broke loose. Now, elephants is very gentle creatures most of the time, and they get along just fine with their man who runs.
I hope the General's not in one of his oh poor me moods. It's such a chore dragging him out of them. If he's cheery, I bet he'll give me the letter of transit without a blink.
Tonight's movie will be King Arthur Was a Gentleman, starring the hilarious Ronald Shiner and Arthur Askey. Don't miss this up.
Hello? Hello? Anybody home? It's Sally Boyle. I'm not a German infiltrator. Please don't ambush me. Where are they?
Miss Boyle, we weren't expecting you. Harry, why the fuck is the gate open? Excuse my French, ma'am. I told you to close it.
No, Sergeant, you didn't. You said you were going to close it, but you had to go to the loo first.
No, I didn't. I said I'm going to the loo. Why didn't you close the gate?
Boys, Boys, you can close it now if you like.
Right, Harry, close the gate, if you please, whilst I accompany Miss Boyle to the General's office.
Miss Boyle! Oh, won't he be happy to see you?
He's trying to fix the boat again.
The one in the warehouse?
You mean the one in the boathouse, as his mom?
They've moved the boat to the water.
And he's got Hardy patching it up. Hardy don't hardly know which end of a boat goes in the water.
If you don't think Hardy's up to it, find me someone who does know boats. Sally!
Suppose you drift away, sir. How are we going to fetch you?
What an unexpected pleasure.
Army officers ought not to be pottering about in boats, sir.
I realise you must be out of Rainbow. You haven't been round in weeks.
Wasn't I around just a few days ago?
Damn it. Oh, and a friend of mine left the parade without his letter of transit. Now he can't go back to work. Isn't that silly?
Any friend of yours, my dear.
It's been too long, anyway.
Oddest thing, last time I was there, I could swear I heard something that sounded like a cat. But I haven't seen a cat since the war. Have you? Fortunately, I wrote myself a note. Sally's got a baby. What do you suppose that means?
Who knows? Once you hallucinated that you were back in India and you kept saying, "But I don't want to shoot some poor bastard's elephant."
You're as clever a liar as I am. You can lie with the truth.
You're cruel as a toy with me, General.
It's Dr. Verloc's baby, isn't it? No wonder you never told him. God knows what he'd do to a baby. You might have told me.
She's not your bloody baby. So what do you care?
Do you remember the children born after the war? We got some of them out, but they made everyone so unhappy.
Can you get us out?
I might be able to get her out if I'm very clever, but no. I can't spare you. What do you think would happen if our beloved Bobbies ran out of Blackberry Joy? I've a safe house. Remember that abandoned building where you threw me that masquerade ball last year? I've cleaned it up a bit. Bring her there.
I'm not sending her away.
Why not? It's traditional, a single girl in trouble, not equipped to take care of her baby. I'd have thought you'd be grateful. You'll end up in one of Dr. Verloc's glass cells, and even I won't be able to save you. You don't know what it's like to be alone, do you? A girl like you never is. I think you know the way out.
All right. I've got the bloody letter of transit. Arthur said he'd let me know when he had the cod liver oil. I hope he sent me something on the blower. Wait. If the General's got the boat in the boathouse, if I can get it working, maybe I can get us out of here.
Attention all personnel. Some of the latrines are in the process of being moved from the old holes to brand new holes. If you see a latrine somewhere you're not used to, please actually over a hole, for reasons I shouldn't have to explain.
It is here. The General's Bristol pilot. My God, if I could steal a boat. But does it work?
Miss Boyle! How lovely to see you.
You got the boat in the water. Well, over the water anyway.
It don't leak quite as much anymore. Thing is, the motor don't turn. I mean, forget starting it. The old man's got the only key. I can't even turn it with a wrench. Rusted solid. I'd have to take it apart, but I think I'd never get it back together again.
You know a lot about boats, and you're the only one fixing it up?
Ma'am, I'm a joiner. If you need a door hung, I'm your man. Apparently that makes me the General's expert on boats.
My dad and I patched up a Bristol pilot when I was a girl.
Is that what sort of boat it is?
Did about 20 leagues, but it wasn't really white water. So we sold it for a twin diesel schooner. Of course, the Navy requisitioned that for lake patrols. We tried to patch up a Q-boat during the occupation, but we couldn't find a ramjet. I'm not an expert.
Would you happen to know how to fix the motor?
Well, if it's rusted solid, maybe Dr. Faraday would make a new one for me.
You know Dr. Faraday? If the likes of me asked her, she'd probably zap me with one of her satanic devices.
All right, but don't tell the General.
No, ma'am. It'll be our little secret. Won't the General be surprised?
I don't know who you're trying to fool, Mum. Talking all posh like that. You think Prince Charming's going to come visiting with a glass slipper?
show you the picture? I have.
Well, Gwen, we may just make it out of here alive after all. I just need to get Dr. Faraday to make a new boat motor for me. Then I lied my arse off to Hardy. I've never been near a boat, so I'll need to find someone who can tell me how to drive one. And I guess I'll need to steal the General's key to the boat. All right. First things first. Who can tell me about boats? Wait. The air raid shelter. Arthur and I snuck in there once. And then we walked the rail tunnels all the way back to Maidenhome. I should go down there and make sure the hatch door is still open.
Attention all
Never hurts to have an escape hatch. Oh. Wouldn't Arthur be pleased if he'd come up with that?
Stars Jack Buchanan, Greta Gibbs.
Who drinks that much whiskey? There. Aziz. Oh, that crazy old pirate. He must know about boats. He can't be hard to find. He's always at the pub. The road goes ever on and on. I hope these boots were made for walking. Mind the gap, please.
Hello, Miss Boyle. Usual.
Oh, I'm afraid I'm looking for someone.
He's not here. He's just stepped out. Don't know when he'll be back.
Where's the pirate?
Does he owe you money too?
No, I want to talk with him about boats.
He ran out looking for Eddie. The meat boy said he was on Wednesday's Hill.
Eddie McMillan? What's he doing there?
What do you get when you cross an elephant with a rhino?
What?
Elephino. Watch yourself out there. The old name for that hill wasn't Wednesday.
That's goddamn creepy. Oh, God. My feet are killing me. Your grandmum didn't leave me a note. I never stopped wondering. Why everyone but me? Didn't she care what happened to me?
They've taken him. Poor Eddie.
Who's taken Eddie?
The cultists. Up on the hill.
The Yam people.
It's not yams they worship. It's too horrible. You have to stop them. They're gonna kill him. I wish I could do it. I'm too scared. Oh, God. My legs have got all watery. I'm a coward, Miss Boyle. A coward.
I'll do my best. Don't go anywhere.
Save him, Miss Boyle. Please.
Help me, they're gonna cook up my heart and eat it!
Oh,
I think we should all eat it. Just cut it up into tiny bits. No, please! No, don't kill me!
My God. They're gonna cut his heart out. I don't think I want to fight all these vegetable worshippers. I wonder if there's a way I could drug them. Oh, look. They're drinking out of a chalice.
Hear the words of the old one.
Please!
Whose name... Our secret and may not be said. Whispered in the shadow of the new moon. When I wear my cloak of shadow, ye shall assemble in some
Save me! Please! Help me! They're gonna cook up my heart and eat it! Thank you! Thank you, thank you! They promised me sweets if I came along with them. But there weren't any, and they tied me up.
You mustn't trust strangers, Eddie.
I know. But I can trust you, can't I? You're good. And Arthur, he's good too. Percy always said so.
Yeah. Arthur's bloody brilliant. Look, you wait here. I'll send someone to get you home.
You saved him. I wish I had. I love that lad. He's one of the best people I know.
Yeah. He'll need you to carry him home. Listen, Captain, I need to fix up a Bristol pilot. The General's.
Oh, that's a beauty. I love that boat. Clean lines, beautiful woodwork. I was just reading about it.
Could I borrow your book?
Oh, sure. Here we go. Least I can do. After I didn't save Eddie, keep it. You'll need it more than I do. Tell you the truth, I haven't been in a boat in 15 years. Say, you wouldn't happen to have a sovereign for a thirsty pirate, would you?
I feel smarter about boats already. When is Arthur getting that cod liver oil? Maybe he's got it. Maybe he's already sent a note on the blower. I'm so close to our playground. All off! Hi. You're still in town.
I got it. Your precious cod liver oil.
Lifesaver.
Have you got my letter of transit then?
Arthur, we're practically the only two people in this entire city not stoned out of our minds on joy. You look rough.
What do you care?
How are you going to get out?
Why won't you just give me the fucking letter of transit? Oh, it's always what you want. Always what you need. Every little Sally whim. Bloody cod liver oil.
Am I really that awful?
What, just because you seduced my dad in my mum's bed while you were staying in our house?
How was I supposed to tell him no? I'd never anywhere else to go.
Sorry.
Here. Let's go together. The two musketeers. I'm scared, Arthur. Aren't you?
It's going crazy out there. We have to go now.
Wait. I have to go back to my place first.
Why?
And we sort of have to wait till dawn.
Oh, God, no.
It's something I have to tell you.
No, that's crazy. I can't. Oh, you shouldn't have asked for that ridiculous cod liver oil.
I've got a baby.
It's just self-preservation, Sally. No hard feelings.
Arthur? Arthur? Did he even hear me? Of course he heard you. He just didn't care. At least he brought the cod liver oil.
Don't you worry, dearie.
At least that. I've got to get it. Well, that was tedious.
I could get one.
take your joy immediately.
Cry, baby. Mummy's got something wonderful for you. Well, actually, it's perfectly horrid. I know. But it will help you fight those nasty measles. And that is everything. We're gonna see the world, darling. We're gonna leave this awful place and go wherever we want. Just as soon as you're feeling better. Alright. I know a thing or two about the General's boat. Now I just need a boat motor. I hope Dr. Faraday can make me one I can carry.